Welcome into the chat, guys. Good night, my lovely Desiree. How are you doing, my love? How are you doing? How are you? Before my another cat here. How are you doing, Desiree? How are you doing, my love? How are you doing? Good to see you in the chat. Welcome. Welcome to everybody in the chat. Thank you so much for coming. You all know what time of day it is. It is Tuesday evening. I'm just getting home. And I cannot let tonight go by without tackling this topic. This topic, a really topic. But anyway, fun jokes aside, I'm so good to see you there. So good to see you. This topic has been roaming the internet now for about a week or two. There have been some new developments, and where this topic is concerned, this topic is not new to us. This topic is one that plagues households all over the globe, all around the globe, where our most vulnerable, our children, are usually preyed upon by predators. We have predators in our families. We have predators in our neighbors. We have predators in our neighborhoods. We have predators even in church. We have predators at school. We have predators all over the place. Because there are some people who just cannot control their appetite for sexual depravity. Some people just cannot control themselves. And when it comes to our children, those people have no boundaries. None whatsoever. Wait, guys, let me fix myself now this. So my question is, how do we protect our children who are the most vulnerable? We cannot leave our children up to chance. We can't do that. We have to put in place different measures that we need to protect our children. As parents, we need to do it. As a community, we need to do it. And as a society, we need to do it to protect our children. Because remember, guys, when this scroll of life, when your time on this scroll of life reaches that precipice and you go over, the children who are coming behind you are going to come up to take your place. Now, if we do not put any measures in place to protect those children who are coming up behind us, what do y'all think is going to happen? We're going to end up with a world of wounded people. People who are angry. People who have no regard for love or life. Because that's what happens when people become angry. Because they have been destroyed from the inside out. And nothing destroys an individual more than something sexual that envelopes their soul, that they must live with for the rest of their lives. It's not something that they can easily shake off. It's not something that they can get up today and say, you know what? Oh, well, I'm just going to tell myself it did not happen. No. Oftentimes, when people experience these things, it stays with them forever. Some people can function normally, even though they have their little triggers, little events, little auras that might bring them back to that place that makes them remember. It changes their mood. It makes them angry. Takes them to a different place. Sexual abuse, my friends, is no joke. No form of abuse, I should say. No form of abuse. But sexual abuse is one of the worst things an adult could do to a child. A child who is vulnerable. A child who looks towards you for protection, for security, who looks to you for advocacy, for you to stand up for them. And you betray that trust by preying upon them. What kind of a human being do you think you are? What kind of a human being do you think you are if you do that kind of thing? Children should not be seen. Should not be seen. Children should not be seen as sexual bargaining chips for grown men. Should not. Unfortunately, in today's society, unfortunately, men are having eyes more for children than they have for women or men their own age. For adults, they're looking for the children who are innocent. They're looking for the children who are undefiled, so they can corrupt them, so they can defile them. And it pains my heart when I read of incidences where grown people take advantage of children, rob them of their innocence, take them for their own gratification, and injure those children for a lifetime. Unfortunately, we have adults, mothers, fathers, aunts, uncles, grandparents, teachers, and other adults who are willing to sweep this kind of behavior under the carpet and pretend it never happened, never wanting to address it. Because if they address it, it's going to stir up a whole pot of poop. It's going to stir up. And they don't want that to happen. So what do? They sweep it under the carpet. They tell the children, I don't know nothing that. So will if somebody not get raped yesterday and dead? Yeah. So what? Somebody that gonna touch you anywhere. If I never did him, I'll go and be somebody else. Yes. And we have parents who sell their children for kwati and farden. Yes. Mothers who bring the men in on their children, on their little girls. You understand? Because they're licky. Some of you may not understand what I mean by them licky. Yes. There are some mothers who with no moral fortitude will just hand over their daughter to a man, any man. Why? Because the man is going to give her a ride, not the car. Give her some money, not the job. Give her a day's meal, not enough to go find food for herself. So you see, little of nothing. They are willing to take little or nothing and sell the precious safety and pride of their children for nothing. Absolutely nothing. There are women out there who are willing to do this, and this has got to stop because our children are the most vulnerable amongst us. The most vulnerable amongst us. And especially our children who have some kind of disability. Those children are even more vulnerable. I was watching something on YouTube a few days ago, and in that video, the mother the mother has two daughters. One daughter is able-bodied, and the other daughter is disabled since birth. She's disabled since birth. You have to feed her, you have to bathe her, you have to clothe her. She's mute. She's non-ambulatory. She is basically a vegetable, right? And the mother has two daughters. The father left. She said the father left her when this child with the disability was born. That's when the father left. So she took unto herself another man. And you all know where I'm going with this, guys. You all know how the story is going to end. She took unto herself another man. So she's living in her little house with this man and her two children, her two daughters. One daughter able-bodied and the other one is disabled. And the disabled daughter was like 16 years old. And she's not feeling good. She's not feeling good. She's not feeling good. The mother took her to the hospital. They treated her. They sent her back. She's not feeling good. She's not feeling good. She's not feeling good. And lo and behold, the mother took the child back home. And in the middle of the night, the disabled child gives birth. The disabled child gives birth to a baby. The child was never walked in her life, never talked in her life, and now she's pregnant. Who gets her pregnant? The man the mother brought in. Can you all believe that? The man the mother brought in raped the little handicapped child. The little girl, 16 years old. When I saw the story, it grieved my spirit. It grieved my spirit. Is that better now? Is that better now, Silva? Silva, welcome. How you doing? How are you doing, mister? Desireen is in the place. Yard food, the lovely yard food is in the yard food. How are you doing? How you been? How are you, my love? How are you doing? How was your day? I hope you had a fantastic day. And Desireen is in the house, and so too is Silva. All right, we are on the live over here on Trebescence Unstoppable. We are talking about how to protect the children. Come on over, everybody, and let us have a healthy discussion about how do we protect our children, because there are predators all around us. They come in the form of husbands and boyfriends and lovers and uncles and grandparents and you name it, siblings, you name it. Okay, so come on over, let's chat. Why Silva? What else can I do for you, Silver? Hold on. Hold on. Okay. Is that better now, sir? Okay. All right, guys. I'm back. I'm back. Is that better now, sir? Okay, so back to the chat. We are talking. Yadvu says I'm good. All right, that's much better. Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you so much. All right. All right. So we are talking about how to protect our children. And what are we protecting our children from? We're protecting our children from the predators that live among us. They come in the form of husbands and fathers and brothers, uncles, grandparents, neighbors, people in neighborhood, teachers. They come in many different forms. They come in the forms of people who want to stretch a hand out to us to help us. I'm telling you all about the story that I saw on YouTube recently of the mother who has two daughters. One daughter is able bodied, and the other daughter, 16 years old, excuse me, excuse me, guys. Wow. All right, that choked me. All right, guys, I'm back. Okay, so the mother has two daughters. One daughter is able bodied, and the other daughter, 16 years old, is disabled. She was born like that. Never walked. She's mute, never talked. You understand? And there's really no something I have none beside me. All right. Oh, Silver, you want me to drink water? There's you want me to drink water. I don't have no water nearby. All right. All right. I think it's good now. I think I'm better. And she said her husband left her when she had the second child, when he realized that the child was disabled. He left. Now, as a mother, she's left with these two children, one who is disabled and the other one who is able bodied. And now she's alone with the two children who she must feed, she must clothe, she must take care of. The one that is disabled cannot walk, cannot move by herself. Somebody has to move her, somebody has to feed her, all that. And so the mother is left in a bind. She has to leave the house every day to go to work. And the older daughter has to go to school. What does the mother do? She leaves the disabled child in the house. She does the best she can, give the child, put her food beside her, hope that she don't mess up herself until she gets back, that sort of thing. But the one thing the mom did was she took unto herself a man. Yeah. Nature will have it like that, where we think we cannot do without a man. So we're going to take on a man. And little did she know that this man that she took in was molesting her disabled child. The little girl was 16 years old. The little girl started feeling sick. Mom took her to the hospital. They claim they treated her for a stomach virus. Doctor's not going to think that this 16-year-old who cannot walk, cannot talk, that somebody was going to molest her and let alone to get her pregnant. So doctor's not thinking like that. So they treated her for a stomach virus and sent her back home. In the middle of the night, the little girl, 16 years old, gives birth. Gives birth to a baby. In the middle of the night, gives birth. The 16-year-old disabled child gives birth. The mother is shocked. The man she has runs away because he knows what he has done. What cruelty! What wickedness! You understand? This man raped. I'm not even going to say molest. Rape. It's flat out raped. This poor child, this poor innocent child who could not take care of herself, could not speak for herself, could not tell anybody what was going on because she was mute. She couldn't talk. And she gave birth to a healthy baby. And in her state, she needs somebody to take care. So now the mom's circumstance has been worsened because now she must take care of a grandchild by her disabled child. So she now has the two of them to take care of. These are some of the things that happen to our children. That happen to our children. Sometimes right under our nose. And we turn a blind eye. We sweep up under the carpet. We don't take it up in hand. We don't do anything about it. You understand? And this has got to stop. Has got to stop. Right, O'Neill? It's got to stop. Right, my friend? O'Neill is in the house. Thank you so much for coming, O'Neill. Thank you so much, guys, for coming. Once you come into the live, do not forget to hit the like button, guys. Like, comment, and share. Invite your friends and your friends' friends and even the ones who are not their friends. Tell them to come on and stop hating and learn something. And my dear Shan, how are you doing, my love? How are you doing? I'm so glad to see you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you. Okay, guys? And the man go ahead and he rapes this child that cannot take care of herself. Now, in recent days, we have heard, by now everybody here, by now everybody who is on the chat now would have heard that one particular individual, very famous fellow, has come, it has been brought to the forefront. Well, it's not the first time I've heard about deeds of such from that said individual, you know, but it has been brought forward at this time. It is something now that is filling the airways, where it is being spoken of again, and his transgressions have been brought up again, and the transgressions include the abuse of children. I do not have a problem if this individual likes people of the same gender. That is his business. That is his problem. But when it comes to our children, for the love of God and all things good, can these grown people stop destroying the innocence of our children? Because do not forget, people, that the child you hurt today is going to be an adult tomorrow. It's going to be a very hurt adult. And a very hurt adult is going to be problems for society. So think about what you are doing to a child today. And do not think that it's going to go away when this child becomes an adult. Because if it starts to ignite hatred and anger in that child, that's the same emotion that child is going to display when they become an adult. And then somebody, my child, my sister, your sister, my friend, somebody is going to end up being their victim. Because when people are angry, when people are angry, when people have unresolved issues that makes them quite angry and they take it from childhood over into adulthood, it's almost like they're a ticking time bomb. Because it is like their issues, the problems that they face, don't seem to be getting any attention. It's not being addressed. And they take it over with them into adulthood. All that anger, all that hatred. Why? Because somebody like you who could not control your insatiable sexual desire for young children has injured them so badly that they now become a totally different human being. Totally different. They are angry. And they take that anger over into adulthood. And they take it over into relationships. And they take it over into parenting. And they take it over into the workplace. And they take this anger and this hatred with them wherever they go. And nobody to be blamed but you. People, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Stop seeing the children as an opportunity to fulfill your depraved sexual desires. Leave the children alone. Let the children come to fruition. Let the children enjoy their childhood. Do not rob them. Do not rob them of their childhood, of the sanctity of their safety, their comfort. Don't do that. Don't do that. It grieves my heart whenever I see young children. You know, these days you see young adults who seem to be so angry, like nothing one can say or do can eliminate the anger, that can extinguish the amount of anger that these people are putting forth. You try to have a conversation with them and they're just so angry. Like, what's wrong with you? Calm down. You would never know what's going on inside of them. They have been wounded. They have been hurt. And they are carrying this hurt around and they will throw it on anybody who comes their way. Why are they so hurt, so angry, so wounded? Because of people who were not able, who had a problem controlling their sexual desires. And they have preyed upon these individuals when they were children, damaged them, scarred them for life. And now these children, turned adults, must continue to live with this damage. How cruel. How cruel. If you want to be with a man, go ahead. Find you a grown, consenting man. And I don't want you nobody say he who is without sin cast the first one. Because if you talk about sin, me shaping a it. I was born in it. I was shaped in it. And me right now me living in it. That is not even the point. I don't want to hear about he who is without sin cast the first one. I'm advocating for the children. And I am saying, take your desires to people your own age. Take your desires to consenting adults who will be left with the responsibility of taking care of themselves. after they have made the decision. But you do not take a child and you make the decision for the child. You make the decision for the child. And you corrupt that child. And you hurt that child. And leave that child out, as my grandmother would say, to the mercy of the wall. And this child must now find themselves navigating a world that seemed broken and damaged and wounded all around in their spirit. We cannot continue to do that. Let me get into the chat and see what the people in the chat are saying. Let me see there. Oh, I'm good, Desiree. I mean, the cough went away. Silva, thank you for your concern. The cough went away. O'Neill is here. Shan is here. All right, guys, don't forget to hit that like button. If you are just coming into this stream, I want to say welcome. Thank you so much for coming. I have dropped the link in the chat, guys. If you have an opinion you want to share, a story you want to share, if you want to come up on the chat, go ahead and come on up. I appreciate each and every one of you who have taken the time to come here to share with me tonight. We are talking about how to protect our children from all these people, because it seems like if there is nothing else that is happening in this world, if people have nothing else, they have sexual desires that a lot of them cannot control or do not wish to control, have not made any effort to control. And who do they prey upon? Your child, my child. Yes. It's noisy in the background, but me not hear nothing. Hold on there, Desiree. Hold on there. Desiree says it's noisy in the background. Hold on. All right, come back. Desiree, me come back in and me brought that. Is that any better? Wait, let me see. Is that any better, Desiree? Oh boy. I'm back, Desiree. I come back. No noise, but I come back and I brought that. You know why I come back and I brought that, Desiree? Because I was thinking. Okay, here I am. Can you hear me now? Can you see me now? Talk to me, Desiree. Talk to me, Silva. Talk to me, Shan. Whoever else is in the chat. O'Neill is in the chat. Yard Food's in the chat. Talk to me. Tell me whether or not it sounds better. Because I have tried to fix it. I have tried. So tell me if it is better. Come, guys. Is it any better? Oral is in the house. Oral. How are you doing, my love? How are you doing? So good to see you, my dear. So good to see you, my dear Oral. I am here and we are talking. We are talking about how to protect our children. And the first thing we do when we are protecting our children is that we protect ourselves. Yes. We protect ourselves. And when I say protect ourselves, what I mean is you protect yourself from succumbing to your deficiencies. Do not succumb. Yes, protect yourself from that. If you know that you cannot control yourself around children, stay away from them. If you know that you have an appetite, for children that is so insatiable, you got to quench it every time. Please take measures. Take measures to help yourself. If it means that you're going to go to a doctor, whatever you have to do, do it so that you protect yourself from engaging in that type of behavior. Do not be around children if you know you cannot guarantee their purity in your presence. Take for yourself. Okay? Why are people out for the innocent children? I wish I had the answer to that, but I don't. It's the innocence of children that makes them so vulnerable. The innocence. Oftentimes they don't know what to expect. They don't know what's going to happen. They are trusting the adult in the situation to make the best decision for them. And little do these children know that a lot of times the decisions the adults make, they are making a decision for themselves only and not for the children. Not in the children's best interest, but in their best interest. And these decisions oftentimes destroy our children. Now, when I heard this story started going around online, and I was looking at the story. You can look at the story from any angle you want to look at the story. I am not here to cast stone to say whether or not it is right, whether or not what he did it or did not. If he did it, it's wrong. I don't know if he did it. I don't know if he didn't do it. And I'm not even going to call his name. But you all know what I'm talking about. But if he did it, he's wrong. Leave the children alone. Let the children enjoy their youth. Let them enjoy their years of innocence. Let them enjoy their life, their childhood. And go and find you an adult your own age. A consenting adult. And do not destroy the children. Okay? Let me see what else is going on in the chat. We got 6 million people in the house. We have 6 million people in the house, guys. Do not forget to hit the like button. Do not forget to hit the like button, guys. Uh-oh, that is playing loud. Do not forget to hit the like button, guys. Once again, I want to say welcome to everybody who is in the chat. Thank you all so much for coming. I appreciate you. If you have not yet hit the like button, go ahead, guys. Now is not a bad time. Now is, in fact, a great time to hit the like button. Share out the stream. Invite your friend and your friend's friend to come on over and join the discussion. The link is in the chat. You can go ahead, click the link and follow the instructions. And let us talk. Let us talk about how to protect our children. How to protect our vulnerable children amongst us. And sometimes it is not even just the children. Sometimes it is they're adults, but they are disabled, the most vulnerable. I remember one time a friend of mine told me a story. It wasn't a story, it was true. It was true. About working in a hospital. She worked in a nursing home at the time. She worked in a nursing home. And in the nursing home, she had a patient who was disabled. She was in a wheelchair. She was disabled. I think she had a motor vehicle accident or something of that sort. But whatever the case was, she was disabled, couldn't walk. Couldn't walk. She said she had the patient that night, and the patient kept complaining of a bellyache, She called the doctor. The doctor said, give her Miralax. I think maybe she's constipated. Felt her belly. They said her belly felt a little hard in the middle. They say, okay, they're going to give her laxative. And if it continues, then they're going to do maybe a CT or something. They're going to send her out to the hospital to do maybe a CT or something like that to see why she's suddenly having these belly pains. The patient was like 34, young woman, but she was afflicted. She was crippled. She couldn't walk. And my friend told me that the lady kept crying for her belly. They did everything. And lo and behold, she said she was down the hallway and she heard a baby cry. Said, where in the world is that baby? Where is that baby? There isn't supposed to be a baby on the unit. Where is the baby? And when she followed the sound of the baby crying, she went into the room, and to her surprise, the patient, the crippled, the crippled, handicapped, disabled patient had just given birth all by herself because nobody knew she was pregnant. Nobody expected her to be pregnant. She is from a bed to a wheelchair. She is from the bed to the wheelchair. So nobody expected her to be pregnant. And lo and behold, they were looking at every single man that had access to that room. So the male nurses, the doctors, the men who do housekeeping, every man who would ever come in contact with that patient was a suspect at that point. Every one of them. And they ended up getting DNA sample from the men. And you know whose sample came back as the father of the child? The housekeeper. The man was the housekeeper. Go in the room, figure take out the trash and rape the handicapped woman that is in the wheelchair and get her pregnant. Get her pregnant. And the handicapped woman laid on a nursing home and had the baby. What's wrong with these men? What's wrong with y'all? Y'all just depraved, huh? You know, like, why? You can't see a woman that is in her most vulnerable state and just walk away, just go and go mind your business. You all just think that everywhere there is two legs, whatever is up there, you all gotta like what? What's wrong with y'all? That was such a sickening thing for me to hear because I couldn't believe it. He was the housekeeper and he went there and that's what he did to this handicapped woman. The woman crippled in the wheelchair. And he did not even stop to think like darn, she is sick, she's in a wheelchair. I would not want, this is not somebody I would want to get pregnant. No. Just, I tell you. All right, guys, let me see who else is in the chat. What else is going on in the chat here? What is going on in the chat? Who else is here? I see Oral. Okay, Desiree says it sounds better. Okay, Desiree. You know what I'm going to have to get, Desiree? I'm going to have to get one of those silent, like those silent fans. I think that's my fan that was making that noise. And I think Silva was telling me earlier, talk about turn off the fan. How did he know it was a fan? Silva, how did you know that it was a fan that I had running? They say these Dysons are supposed to be silent. Silent? They're not silent. Understand? Yes, guys. So with what has happened over the last few days, with all of this coming out that this particular individual has been preying on children, it has brought the situation back to the forefront, where we talk about men robbing children of their innocence, where we talk about men who cannot keep themselves in order, where we talk about men who are so depraved. They are so depraved that they cannot look for the person that is their own age. They have to look for the most vulnerable because that's where it makes them feel powerful. That's where it makes them feel like they are strong and they are somebody when they're really nothing and nobody. Mickey, welcome, my friend. How are you doing? Oh my gosh, you like my hat? Yes, Mickey. Since you like the hat, and you and me together love the laughing. You know what I was thinking about when I put the hat on? Who knows the song I Have an Auntie? Anybody know that song? I don't know if anybody remember that song. Oh, I have an auntie Monica, and when she goes shopping, her hat is swaying so, and so her hat is swaying, her hat is swaying so, and so her hat is swaying, her hat is swaying so, and I have an auntie Monica. Who remembers that folk song? Ah! Oh my gosh! No, sweetheart. No, you're not mashing it up. You bring joy to it. you bring joy and laughter, honey. No mash up. You know that in my lives that there gotta be something else thrown in there. There has to be something. Yeah. So I put on my hat because I was thinking about that song. And I just picked up the hat and put it on. And I said, oh, I remember that song. When I was going to school, we used to sing that song. I have an auntie Monica. I don't know if anybody here remember that song, but I do remember it. Tara, how are you doing, love? Tara, I have your bike. I have your bike for you. I just can't give you the bike right now, but but I do have your bike for you, darling. I just cannot give it to you right now. This app don't allow me to give away bikes and cars and all those good things, you know. But I wanted to use this live tonight because I didn't know if anybody wanted to come up and join in the discussion where we are talking about the vulnerability of our children, the innocence of which they are being robbed by grown men, grown folk who see children as their opportunity to relieve themselves sexually rather than allowing the children to come into fruition, to come to maturity, allowing the children to live their best childhood. Instead, we have all these grown, depraved people going around robbing the children of their innocence, robbing the children of their childhood, and leaving these children broken, scarred, wounded. And these same scarred, broken, wounded children become scarred, broken, wounded adults that people like me and you and our children are going to have to deal with. Yes. Tara said, good thing because I'm in the hospital at the moment. Oh, my prayers are with you, my dear. My prayers are with you. We will pray for you and everybody, all my travelers over here. We are going to be praying for Tara. We are going to be praying for you, praying that you pull through, pray that you get better sooner than later. We want you to get better. We want you to be here talking and having your interviews. Yes, we want you to be here, Tara. So we are going to be praying for you. So all the travelers in the chat, do not forget Tara in your prayers. Make sure you say a word of prayer for Tara. We want the Most High to touch her and heal her in the name of Jesus. We are praying for her. Okay, Tara? All right. And when you come out, Tara, I will have your bike for you, ready and waiting. What color you like? I'm going to get you the right color. How many wheels you want it to have? Oh, Desiree says she remembered this song. Okay. Yes. Tara, I hope you feel better. We are going to be praying for you. You remember this song, Desiree? Yes, I have an auntie. Yeah, I have an auntie Monica. And when she goes shopping, her hat is swaying so, and so her hat is swaying, her hat is swaying so, and so her hat is swaying, her hat is swaying so, and I have an auntie Monica. And when she goes shopping, her skirt is swaying so, and yes, yes, Desiree. It looked like you and I went to the same school, Desiree. Because, oh my gosh. Mickey, Tara says she's not going to stay long. That is fine, darling. Go ahead. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. I want you to feel better. That's more important to me. That you feel better. Okay? I want you to get well soon. All right. Mickey says you have 3-wheel bike. I would need one. Okay. You need a 3-wheel bike. That's called a trike. That's a trike, Mickey, not a bike. But we can get you one. You know, over here, we can get you just about anything you want. We can get you anything. Over here on Traverse and Sunstopper, anything. We can get you anything you want. You want a bike, you want a trike, you want whatever you want. I'll get it for you. That is my commitment. And also in the chat, I have Growing Together in God. How are you doing, my love? Good to see you. I am so happy to see you. How are you doing? I know, Mickey, anything you say for me is meant for a laugh. So, because I love to laugh, I will find the joke in it. Don't worry yourself. I will find the joke in it. I am so happy to see you Growing Together. I hope you are having a fantastic evening. Hope you're having a great evening. It's my pleasure welcoming you into the chat. Thank you so much, guys. Go ahead and welcome Growing Together. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you. We are talking about how to protect our children. Like the girl who said both, three of them. Both, all three of them. Oh my gosh, that is so funny. Yes, I get that one, Mickey. I get that one. Oh boy, you are funny. All right, so guys, this is what we are talking about. I don't know if there's anybody out there in the chat who wants to come up on the live. The link is in the chat if you would like to come up, if you don't mind coming up and giving us your perspective on all that is going on, especially with the comedian who it was revealed recently that he has been molesting children for a very long time, and an act for which he was convicted and served prison term twice in the US and was subsequently deported back home to JA. And it has also been discovered that he continues with the same behavior, which indicates that this individual is sick. This individual has a problem that needs to be addressed. And I was a little bit shocked because I remember I was a little bit shocked when I heard the news initially, because I remember it wasn't so long ago I saw what I thought was a wedding by this individual. Did I or did I not? I thought I saw him getting married to a woman. But I guess that is oftentimes the cover, because that is what society expects of you. That's the expectation of society. They expect you, society expects you as a man to marry a woman. And so even if you have those desires to be with people of your gender, to please society and to keep yourself away from ridicule and that sort of thing, you go ahead and you marry a woman, which in your heart you know it's just a sham, because you know your true desire is not for women. And if that is the case, you need to be your true self. Live your true self. Live your truth. But whatever you do, tap touch a pin them. Leave the children alone. Allow the children to grow up. Allow the children to come to fruition. Allow the children to maintain their innocence throughout their childhood. Allow the children to live in peace. Because when you damage these children, they become damaged adults. And my children, my children, my neighbor, my family members are going to end up marrying these damaged people. And all it's going to do is just continue the cycle of damage cycle of humanity. Just keeps going, just keeps going, just keeps going. Because damaged children become damaged adults. And when they are damaged adults, society has to deal with them. Partners have to deal with them. Their children have to deal with them. Okay? And that just caused a whole breakdown in society. And we could do better than that right now. So if there's anybody out there who is listening to me and who has found themselves to have an insatiable appetite for children sexually, do what you need to do to help yourself. Do what you must do to protect yourself, to help yourself, so that you don't damage another human being. If it means going to church, go get counseling, go whatever. If it means you castrate yourself, you cut off your finger, them, whatever it is you gotta do, do it. But do not damage the children. Don't do it. Willows say nice hat. You like my hat, Willows? Yeah, I like it too, sugar. I like it. It's my little beach hat. I like it. I like it. Yeah. and it fits for the ambience tonight. It fits for the ambience tonight, Willows. How are you doing? I'm so glad to see you in the chat. Glad to see you. And all the other travelers in the chat. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for coming. Guys, if it is your first time in my channel, I want to say thank you so much for coming. I appreciate each and every one of you who have stopped by. Those of you who have stepped in and hit the like button, I appreciate you. Those of you who are still standing on the outside, I pray and hope that one day you will come in. Come on, we don't bite over here. Kick Kick your shoes off and step on into my house. Yes, to the right you will find the subscribe button, and to the left you will find the like button. Hit them both and come on down and let us have a discussion. If you want to come up on the live and chat with me, chat with us, the link is in the chat. Go ahead and touch the link, follow the instructions, and let us chat. We are talking about how to protect our children. And first, you got to protect yourself. Protect yourself from the desires to want children. That's the first thing you do. And then when you protect yourself from those desires and you don't have those desires, then we can look forward to you never defiling our children. Right, Mitchie Boo? How are you doing, my love? My friend Mitchie Boo from Mitchie Boo's Closet is in the place. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you. I appreciate you coming into the chat. Guys, go ahead and welcome Mitchie Boo into the place. Because we are talking tonight. Willow says she here watching videos. Okay. What kind of videos you watching then, now, Willows? What kind of video you watching? Watching videos on YouTube? Yeah, I like to watch. I like to watch all these videos you all got up there on YouTube, and oftentimes I stay there watching. Never hit a like, never subscribe, just watching. And when I'm finished watching, I say, oh, I passed by this person, I passed by that person, I passed by the other person, and I did not subscribe. Then I have to go back and but it's good. It's good, guys, and I really do enjoy seeing all these grassroots people on YouTube, um, making videos and enjoying themselves, having fun, showing their family. I enjoy it. Believe me, guys, I really, really do. Let's see. Michibu, your voice is so smooth. And oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Michibu. Oh, that's a nice compliment, don't you all think? Thank you, Mish. Thank you so much. On Willow's creation. Desmond, thank you very much. Okay, guys. And also, guys, we are praying for Tara. Tara isn't feeling well. Tara is another of our faithful travelers in the house. Thank you so much, Tara. Thank you so much for coming. And we are praying for you and hoping that you will feel better real soon. Okay? Guys, send up a prayer for Tara. Send a prayer in the chat for Tara, and let us wish her a speedy recovery. Okay, we are continuing. Wait, guys, Miss Toughness won't stop falling off. Okay, okay. And don't forget, guys, to hit the like button. Hit the like button, comment, and share. Invite your friend and your friend's friends to come on over into the chat and let us talk. Let us talk about how to protect the children. Mothers, uno no bother with the licky business. Uno no bother with the licky business. There are men out there who would not otherwise want a woman but for the fact that she has children. And nowadays, it's not even just the boys, it's not even just the girls, it's the boys as well. Once upon a time, we used to be so worried about our daughters. Nowadays, we are worried about both genders and even the other 2 million genders that are coming up. We are worried about, because there are people out there fathers, brothers, neighbors, family members out there who cannot control themselves sexually. And as a mother, I am speaking to the mothers because the burden of protection is usually laid on squarely on the shoulders of the mothers. Yes, we birth the children and we have to ensure their safety and we have to protect them. I'm not saying fathers are not supposed to protect them. So fathers, don't get offended. I am just saying that mothers, especially single mothers, single mothers, your husband or your kid's father is dead, in prison, ran away, gone with the maid, don't want to be with you anymore, whatever the case may be, you are left with the responsibility of raising your children. Of raising your children. You pick a choice whether you're going to raise them by yourself and raise them well, maintain their innocence, or you are going to raise them. You are going to find you another man and leave them vulnerable to this man. Because a lot of men out there know. A lot of men out there, if it were that the woman did not have children, they wouldn't want her, they would want to be with her. But they see her with children and they have a desire for children. So what they do, they're going to shower the mama with love. They're going to shower the mama with love because they want to get close to the children. Mama going to move them in. Mama going to move him into the house. And when mama is gone to work, he's there working out her daughters. And nowadays, even sons, working out her sons, preying on her children, giving them candy, giving them $1, telling them don't talk. If you ever talk, don't talk. I love you. These little impressionable children, what are nothing about love? There's nothing there. Nothing about love. What they are doing is injuring, damaging these children, and then telling them they love them. Yes. So mothers, we have to be careful. We have to be careful. And all the time I say, Michibu say, and single fathers as well. Yes, Michibu, I know they are single fathers, but I want to believe that single fathers it will be different with single fathers, because a single father takes a woman, and I know it has happened. I know it will happen that women will abuse girls and boys. I know it will happen. But honestly, the likelihood of that happening is smaller than it does happen with men. We can agree to that. Yes. The likelihood of it happening with the single father taking a woman is slimmer than it does happen with men. Let me get back in the chat, see all the people who are here. Oh, Vani is here. Ivani, how are you doing, my dear? Welcome into the chat. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Michibu says, and pray on them. Yes, that's what these men do. They come in with the woman, they say they love her, they want to be with her, but what they really want is to get close to her children so they can molest them, so they can prey on them. Yes. Thank you, Vani. Thank you so much for coming, my friend. Thank you so much. Chef is in the house. Chef, how are you doing, Chef? How are you doing? I'm so happy to see you. I'm so happy to see you, Chef. So happy to see you. All right. Mickey says, you really do make a delightful host. Oh, thank you, Mickey. It's all me. What you get, what you see is what you get. And what you get is probably what you didn't bargain for. Blame it on my mama. Blame it on my mama. She gave me all of this personality. You probably have heard her when she come on to pray and sing. And then you can tell where I got it from. Welcome, Chef. Thank you so much for coming. Lots of love, 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 love. Lots of love to you, Chef. Mitchie says, and will act like them hate the kids. So they, oh my word, Mitchie Boo. Guys, you see what Mitchie Boo says? Yes, these men will come in and they will act like they hate the kids. So the mother will have no trust in the kids. And that's the same predators molesting the kid, yes. But in the mother's presence, they pretend as though the kids are giving trouble. They don't like the kids. The kids are a problem. Yes. But what they're really doing is they are trying to condition the mother's emotions towards the children, so that when the mother speaks harshly to the children, they are going to, what we call in Jamaica, pick up for the children. Yes, they are going to act behind the mother as though they are on the children's side. Yes, Lord, I'm miserable, your mother miserable. Yes, you know, yes. Mhm. Or they pretend as though they so hate the children. Me can't bother with the pitting them, you know. Pitting them, Lord, the pitting them get too much trouble, man. The pitting them get too much talking. Yes. The pitting them get too much trouble, they get too much talking. Look how the pitting them are talking and stress you out, make your head a grey off. He's only saying that to make it appears as though he's not interested in the children. But when mama turn her back, I said, me not worry about him and the pitney them. For him not even talk to them. Him not even talk to them and the pitney them not like him and him not like the pitney them. Mama, you would have been surprised to know. You would be surprised to know that when your back is turned, him is a different creature with your children. Different creature with your children. One is doing well. Happy to hear that you're doing well, my dear. All right, Michibu, how are you doing? Chef is checking out Michibu. Yes, there's oh yes. Oh yes. It is the truth. Yes. And true, she no want lose the man. She fight for her man more than her kids. Me no depend that. Yes, Michibu, that is true. That is true. That is true. And sometimes you want to be sympathetic. You want to be sympathetic with the mothers to say, you know what, she was just trying. She was just trying to, but mothers, we cannot sacrifice our children. And you know what, guys, every day I remember as a teenager, I sometimes used to say, oh my God, we're so poor. I just wish my mom had a man. Like, if she had somebody, to help her with the bills and to help her and stuff like that. But when you're a teenager and you start to rebel and stuff like that, those thoughts come to your mind when you see, like, it's your mom alone. She's working so hard. Because I told you, my dad was a police officer. My dad was killed when I was only 8. So my mom has raised us by herself. Working by herself, taking care of us. She does everything. She was a hairdresser, dressmaker. She cooked at the hotel. She was a housekeeper. She did just about everything. She made candles and soap and all kinds of things to sell. She made underwear and walked around the community and sold underwear and did just about anything, made patties and sold, made all kinds of bake. And so just so that we could go to school. And I never one day, never one night saw a man in my mother's house. Never. As a matter of fact, I slept under my mom's arm. Until I was a teenager and start smell myself. You all know what I'm talking about. You see what I mean? Yes. After, when I was a teenager, I start going like me a woman and start myself, as my mom would say. Then that was when I was no longer allowed to sleep under her arms. But I never saw a man, and it wasn't until I was an adult that I could appreciate that aspect of my upbringing, because I was like, if ever my mom had brought a man into the house, in, I would not have been able to keep my innocence for as long as I did. You get what I'm saying? Because you never know. You never know. And I was, as a child, I can remember me being such a people pleaser. Yeah, I was such a people pleaser. I never wanted to see anybody get hurt. I never want to see anybody angry. So you can imagine that the man then now pretend same vex and pretend that he's angry and pretend that he's angry. And because in my innocence, me don't want him to feel angry or stuff. He said, "Come over here, so come do this." You can imagine, and that is one thing I can always brush off my shoulder, that I wasn't molested as a child. I wasn't, you know, and not that kind of molestation. You understand? Let me see. You can't trust nobody with your children. I see people leaving up their children. Oh, they're going on to sleep. Oh, sleep over where? Where? Absolutely not. No. My kids do not. No. There are circumstances you have where you have had to make sure your children are safe, and so rather than leaving them alone, you might find a friend. You say, okay, let them stay over with the friend. But people, we have to be cautious, extra cautious about where we leave our children. I can't even say especially our little girls, because these days them are rape girls, them are rape boys. Mitchie Boo said, Mitchie Boo said she not ramping. Mitchie Boo said she not ramping. She not playing like that. If the man go on that they want to touch our kids, that they so it done right there so. Yes. Done right there so right away. Young royalty, hey Miss Mom, where's the son? Oh, what is Jesus? Oh my Lord. Young royalty say, hey Miss Mom. Why do you address me as such? Young royalty, Miss Mom? What you mean by where is the sun? I'm middle night now, after 10 o'clock now, Where is what sun? Where is the sun? It's on the other side of the world. The sun is right now in over there in Japan, in Korea, over there is having sunshine right now. That's where the sun is. If Vanny says, even the pastor on the pulpit, oh yes. Oh yes. Even, oh. Really, young royalty, I'm at your mess with. Why you messing with my heart? You don't like it? Me like it. Me like it. Some my friend gave it to me. Yes, my friend gave it to me. And this is my headband, and I put my headband around it, trying to be creative. So I put my headband around it so that it looked nice. Yeah, when I take off the headband, look, when I take off the headband off of it, then I can do that. Listen to me now. You have to be versatile, and you have to be able to do. I can wear it on top like this, or I can wear it, like this. What's wrong with your it? It took the shape of the world. Your royalty, come on. See, and I can wear it like that. You see, that's my headband there. Very versatile. There it is. There. You messing with me. I preferred my hat. I preferred my hat on my head. Yes, I preferred my hat. Run such a big hat. Okay. All right. All right. Okay, Michi. Oh, Michi Boo, she's very talented. Oh yes. Oh yes. My mom has been a very talented hustler from the day I know her. From the day I know my mom. She is cooking, she is washing, she is sewing, she is doing everything. Because one thing she would always say to us, I don't have, you see, a young royalty, I mess with me, no bitchy boo. Me not take off, me have to please him, you know, see this, see me hat there. There it is. See how me hat nice. Young royalty, I mess, all right, there you go. Young royalty, get used to it. I'm wearing my hat, okay? Sunshine or not. Sunshine or not, I am wearing my hat, okay? Right there, so. Yes, Michibu. I'm leaving my hat. Leaving my hat. In young royalty, a message say took the shape of the world. It's so bad. Okay. Keisha is in the house. Welcome, Keisha. How are you doing, sugar? How are you doing? How are you doing, Keisha? All right, see, even Desiree say, put on back my hat. Yes, see there? Put on back my hat. Thank you so much. We are back with the solar system. Yes, you see all the stars behind me? Yeah, that's the whole galaxy behind me there. There are the stars going around. Oh, young royalty. You bring so much laughter into the chat. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I hope you hit the like button. Yes. Yes, see the whole galaxy behind me there. You soon asked me say for Christmas already. No, it's not Christmas. It's the galaxy. It's the galaxy back there. Yes, guys. So as I was saying, that we have to be careful as mothers in particular. As mothers in particular, we have to be careful. Black hat, black outfit. All you need is a broom. I'm ready for Halloween, Ivani. I'm ready for Halloween. Have my black hat, have my black shirt, I need a black broom. Yes, I need to ride on the black broom. I ride on the black broom, come find royalty. Oh my god. You are my peak. What, Lorraine? Lorraine, you know, say you're my friend. You know, say you're my friend. Oh boy. Oh my gosh. Lorraine say, yes, Trev, you are your peacock hat. Listen to me now, Lorraine. No, no. You're going to take the P off of that? No. That's the only thing I'm going to take? No, no, Lorraine. I don't want the P. I don't want the P. All right? Trevor said one in a million. Yeah, I'm one in a million. One in a million. You all messing me up, messing with me. Okay, Michibu, a new recruiter. It's too early for Halloween. It's never too early. A witch works all time, right around the year. A witch work right all year round, all year round. Right, Silver? Right, Silver? This witch don't only work on Halloween. I work all year round. Oh my god. Really? Me crazy. Really, Silver? I mean, I can't crazy. But nobody come here making fun of. All right, buddy. Love you too, boo. Keisha, Michibu said, okay, so back to the serious issue at hand. Yes, yes. We're talking up the things then. Right, guys? So I am saying, what I am saying, guys, is that we have to, as women, as mothers, we have to be very careful of the situations in which we put our children. I see people leaving up them picnic to church, leaving up your children to church. I say, oh, a pastor, you over pastor, over where? Over where? What you mean by you leave your pitney over pastor? What you mean by are your church sister? And your church sister have 4 teenage boys. And your church sister, oh no, nothing rub butter in a puss mouth, you know. Mothers, you cannot do that. You cannot rub butter in a puss mouth. Your church sister have 4 boys, 4 teenage boys. Yes, filled with hormones, and their hormones are overactive. And you have your 10-year-old daughter because your neighbor has a daughter that same age. You say, oh, them are going to sleep over. Sleep over? Don't do it. Do not do it. I tell you this minute, if you're planning to send your daughter over to the neighbor's yard to sleep, tonight I tell you in the name of Jesus, do not do it. Leave your child under your own arms. Because when the child is out of your sight, in such a vulnerable situation where the mother is there, mother not going to watch 24/7. A lot of times the same mother is going to turn a blind eye. Because if our son molests your daughter in her house, she is going to be in trouble if it is known. So she's going to try to hide it. She don't want her son go to prison. She don't want her son get in a trouble. So do you think her loyalty is going to be to you and your child? It's going to be to her child because she don't want her child to go to prison. So mothers, just be careful of the situations that we feel comfortable leaving our children in. Nowadays, I keep getting tempted to say our daughters without even being mindful that it is not just our daughters, our sons as well. And we're going to move right along to the mothers who like to blame the picnic them. Are we wearing a short shorts in front of my man for? What you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Why she wear? She's supposed to be comfortable in her own home. She's supposed to wear her. That's why I said to everybody, I have a young child here, 11.5 years old. And trust and believe me, nobody gonna move foot come living here. Nobody. Are you kidding me? Don't think me go to prison? Touch my daughter, my innocent child? You mad? No. So for the sake of that and all things good, me keep myself quiet. I keep myself to myself. Because it will not happen. You understand? And I would not want to subject her to what my mother didn't subject me to. I know before I was married, my other children were younger and stuff like that. That situation rectified itself, thank God. But this day and age, no. Lorraine, if you put Lorraine, if you put a bunch of flowers for my hat. Lorraine, did you come late, Lorraine? Lorraine, let me show you what I had on my hat. I'm going to show you. Yes, guys, I'm going to show Lorraine. Lorraine, you see this my headband here? Back in the day, people were warm and welcoming, but nowadays people so harsh and cold. Say actual royalty. Yes, these days people are harsh, people are cold. People are not looking out for each other. People are looking out for themselves. You understand? Their own interests. You understand? The mothers them turn around and blame their daughters. Turn around and blame their daughters because they don't want to lose the old workless good for nothing man. Alright, see me hat the Lorraine. Alright, see me hat the Lorraine. There it is. Alright, see me hat the Lorraine. Lorraine, see me hat there. Alright. All right, yes, and these men have no self-control whatsoever. That's why I said before that if you know that you have a tendency, you have an insatiable desire, sexual desire that you need fulfilled by children, you need to first go seek help for yourself. Because chances are, unless you're in a prison, you are going to come across somebody's child. If it is the child in your household, in your neighbor's household, a family member's household, you are going to come across children. And if you cannot control that appetite, you're going to end up a prison. You're going to rob some child of their innocence. And in robbing some child of their innocence, you are going to create a monster. You are going to create a broken, wounded adult. Oftentimes, people do not get over sexual abuse. Oftentimes, they don't. Different things trigger it as they go on through life. Sometimes they even want to go back and injure the perpetrator. Sometimes they want to go back and commit serious acts against the perpetrator who robbed them of their innocence. Royalty say, I've watched too many Lifetime movies. You don't watch too many, because you don't watch mine yet. Don't worry yourself. Witchy Boo said, then they blame the girl. Yes. They always try to blame the victim. Oh, the girl wears short shorts. I don't know. Those of you who may not be familiar, those of you who know, anybody here knows about Jeans Day? Does anybody know about Jeans Day? All right. While you all think about it, whether you know about Jeans Day, I'm going to go down in the chat. Vanny says, any man come in and see you dressed like that will not touch or look at your children. Them know you will sweep them with the broom. That was a bit you go there, yeah, with the... Oh my God. They better not look at my child. They better not. Okay? Because them don't want my broom to go to work. Yes, my broom will go to work. Make you mash me up, say, my friend. Make you mash me up, say. What mean by your son young right? Your son come moving. No, son, not a soul now moving. Me want using up every square inch of this place. Yes, every square inch. Nobody not moving in here. When it's not my daughter, it's me. When it's not me and her, it's me alone. Nobody else. You know what's left of my life? I want to live it peacefully, you know. I want to live it in peace, come over here on live and chat with you all and have fun with you all, and that's my life, you know. But I don't want to live my life that way. Keisha says, my daughter is my pocketbook. Me don't leave her even if me throw garbage, she coming with me. There you go. There you go. Keisha not leaving her daughter. Yes, carry her everywhere you go. I agree with you. Royalty said, to be honest, there is nothing wrong being a single parent. No, sir. There's nothing wrong being a single parent. You can't do without oops. You can't do without demand them. But it's only the thing is one of the problems I find is that society has made it as such. Society has made it as such where one household income can hardly survive on it. And I guess that was in the plan why they want to push so much for you to have another party in the house who is working, so that the two of you together can build a life. Because with one person, you have to know, so you have to cut a lot of corners. You have to cut a lot of corners and do without a lot of things when it's you alone. But nothing is wrong with being single. I've been doing just fine. I have been doing just fine. Right, Keisha? So I'm not leaving my daughter with no one because I don't trust no one. I agree with you. Royalty say my life is not a movie, it's a series. Don't worry yourself. No worry yourself. You're going to sit down and watch it and bite your fingernail them. Lorraine says, I set my boundaries, or if you want to be cucumberless to my children, I dress my children modest. Okay. Okay, them not supposed to look on the picking them. Pick them, me not care pick them dress. You're not supposed to have eyes on the children. Topaz say, yes, I know about jeans day. A day students are allowed to wear jeans to school. Welcome into the chat, Topaz, aka Tapas. How you doing? Vanny said, with this lockdown, enough innocent children getting abused by predators. Yes, I was talking about that recently. I said, with this lockdown, them lock up in the house with brother and cousin and uncle and fathers and stepfathers and all of these things. And enough pitney I get raped up. A lot of them, a lot of little girls and little boys getting raped up because they don't have the safety of school. A lot of children, find safety in school because they know when they leave their house at 7 in the morning and they go to school, between 7 in the morning and 4 o'clock when they come home from school, they are safe. Can you imagine when they are locked up in the house with these predators? They have nowhere to relieve themselves. The poor little innocent pitney them paying a price. Paying a price for this COVID lockdown. Desiree said, I know about Jeans Day. Royalty said, there is no peace in this place with that world on your head. And when you spin the globe, so what you see? You see America here, so you see Africa around here, so you see Australia down under, you see Asia up top. Is that what happened? You say where children wear jeans to school. All right, guys. So in Italy, it was many years ago. This is how the Jeans Day thing started. In Italy, many years ago, a guy raped a woman. Okay? Violently raped the woman. When they went to court and the woman presented, they presented the evidence and the clothes the woman was wearing. The judge, they found the man not guilty. This is what the judge said. If she was wearing a shorts that tight, how did the man get to rape her? She must have removed the tights. And if she removed the jeans, it could not have been that she was raped. Yeah. Straight up victim blaming. Straight up victim blaming. Can you imagine a man come to you, threaten your life until you take off that? And you have to take it off yourself only if the judge come look on you and tell you, say, I no rape because you take it off yourself and the man never... what? Gonna tell you, say, it was not rape? It was not rape? Because how did the man get into that tight jeans you were wearing to rape you? Unless you took it off yourself. And if you took it off, then it was not rape. You took it off yourself. Oh, Vanny said, my kids wear jeans to school. That is a part of the uniform. Yeah, my daughter wear jeans to school. Well, she modestly wear whatever she wants to wear to school. Jeans, shorts. I mean knee-length shorts. Only thing she has stopped wearing since she's going to preteen, you cannot put her in a dress anymore. No, sir, no dress. It has to be shorts or trousers. Yes, but no dress. She's not in it. No dress at all. And she doesn't like girly stuff. Like, how we used to comb up her hair and put clips and the little barrettes at the end and make it look... No. Not anymore. She wants it. Well, she has actually had it twisted like mine. She just don't like when I fool around with it and, twist it and stuff. She don't like it. She want it to stay just the same way like Jumanji. So maybe when she gets to say 16 years old or so, she might want a change. She might cut it off and change the look of it. Who knows? But here is here. It's not bothering anybody. It's not hurting anybody. She'd be just fine. But what I'm saying this to say, guys, who are advocating for the children? Where are the advocates for the children? Us adults. Us adults are supposed to be the advocates for the children, not just the children we birth, but all the children around us. All the children. And a lot of us are turning a blind eye. And a lot of us as mothers, we licky. Man come and the man say, I'm going to pay the rent every month. And the next thing we know, so the man a rape off a little 13-year-old pitney. And we turn a blind eye because I him a pay the rent every month. So we are not standing up for the children and say, listen, I don't care what you're paying every month. You cannot touch my child, and you touch my child, I'm calling the police and you're going to prison. A lot of times the mothers are afraid for their own safety. Because if they go call the police, you're going to end up, the man might take revenge on you and say, here, no, you go, you destroy my life, you call the police, you send me to jail, you send me to prison, or you have destroyed my life. I have nothing else to live for. So you see, a mother has so much to contend with when she has to make a decision for her children. A lot of people might say, why she never do this, why she never do that, why she never do this, why she never do that. But sometimes, guys, you would be surprised to know that because you are not in that situation. If you were in that situation, you probably would have had the same difficulty making a decision based on what you have. Based on what you have in your hand. You may also find it difficult to make a decision. Oh, I can't find my phone. Okay, sit over there, so. So we're not going to condemn the mothers, but we are going to encourage them to make the right decision for your children. I see people going online. I see people going online on Wolipa Fish. What the others, guys? You all know them. You all know them. I don't know them because I never been on none of those things. But you all know what I'm talking about. On those websites, Wolipa Fish and I don't even know what their name. And these women are going. They're just meeting these strange men. They don't know these men from Adams. They don't know these men. It's not like they grew up together and they know these men and you have a little background of him and you maybe know his family or so. These are bar blue strangers. Bar blue strangers that you have never seen in your life. Different cultures, different upbringing, different people you have never seen. And then pick up these people online and next thing you know, them carry these people in on their children. You understand? On their children. And as soon as them pick up these people, you've been talking to these people online. You think you know them? You don't know them. And you bring them in on your children. Next thing you know, you pity them get raped up. All boys and girls, everybody get raped up. Because you did not take the necessary precautions not to expose your children. In these days, everybody is a predator. In these days, everybody is untrustworthy. Everybody. Because you don't know people, and even when they smile in your face, you would be surprised to know they're coming after your children. Lorraine said there is a song on YouTube saying they are coming for our children to convert them. Look it up. Oh, really? They are coming for our children to convert them. You know, so that is true, though, Lorraine. Yes, because they want to start with the children. Don't you see all of these depraved and abnormal sexual behaviors? They are making sure that they corrupt the children, because when you and I go over our little precipice of life, you understand, the children who are coming up with a new mindset, because they are already trying to condition them. They are already conditioning the children to say, this is how you should think, this is how you should feel, this is what should happen. So this is what society is going to be like when me and you dead gone. Lorraine said, my mother used to tell me to tell her if anyone touched me inappropriately, I should tell her, and I was never afraid to go to her because she believed in me. Oh yes, my mother always told us that too. Yes, anybody who touch your ear, so my mother always no take no money from nobody, no make nobody give you no sweetie, no make nobody tell you to do nothing to them. My mother always beat that into us. And then because my mother had only girls, you can't understand how every day we hear that. Every day. That's why I'm glad when I gave up my innocence, I gave it up. I was not robbed of it. I was not robbed. My mother would browbeat it in us. Don't sit on no man's lap. Not even my uncles come to the house. No, sir. What? Mommy beat you right there. Beat you right there. Give you 2 good slaps right there. How dare you gonna jump up in your uncle lap? What? You mad? Nope. You cannot jump in your uncle lap. You cannot go sit on no man's lap. No. Mm-mm. I remember my mom used to have a little stall right in front of the house, and she would sell, beer and cigarettes and noodles, little things. And a lot of times men would come there and they would grab a chair and sit down, and sometimes they come play domino, they're playing card, they're doing this and that. And we were not allowed out there. Mm-mm. We were not allowed out there. My mom said, you are not allowed out there. That is not your place. Find yourself inside. Run a back. That is not your place. And nowadays, me see pitney big people sit down out a bus domino, and little girls sit down among grown men. I play domino and I listen to the loose talking and all of this. No. No, man. Watch your topaz. I give me website. Tinder, eHarmony, Wallipa Fish. These are the dating websites. Thank you, Topaz, aka Tapas. Thank you very much for these websites. Royalty say you see a person's face, but you don't. Yes, you see their face, you don't see their heart. And when they come in front of you and smile, it's a smile they want you to see. A lot of times it's a pretentious smile, but that is what they want you to see, because they want to corral your emotions into feeling a certain way about them. And if they reveal who they really are, you are going to repel them. So they have to come in a way that is accepting to you. Yes. Royalty said, to be honest, this generation of children are so fast, you can't even trust your own children. That is so true. That is so true. You cannot trust your own children. But no matter what, these days you can't trust nobody. Vanny says, my mother believed all I told her because I was very innocently loquacious as a child. And anything comes to mind, I speak. Oh, okay. Yes, some children are like that, but some children are not. And some children are easily influenced. There are some children who, no matter what you say to them, they will tell their mother. Don't even try to tell them not to tell. They will tell their mother. There are some children who feel like, oh, they can handle it themselves. So they will not tell anybody. They will not tell you. They will try to handle it themselves. And then there are the children who they will blurt it out right there and then. You know, say John, mommy, you know, say John touch me on my breast. You know, say John, I'm gonna tell you something, guys. You know, when I was maybe like 9, I was maybe 9 or 10 years old, but I just started to bud on the chest. I just started budding on my chest. And I went to somebody's house, and she had a boyfriend at the house. And the boyfriend touched me like this and said, "Oh, yeah, grow breast, man." I was maybe 9 or 10 years old. And let me tell you something. I left that house. I never went back. Never went back to that house. Never went back there. Never went back. I never went close to that individual. Never went close to that individual again. And I was 9 or 10 years old. You understand? I saw these men just out of order and have no respect and no manners and no boundary. You understand? And no boundary. These are sometimes the kind of men that we end up bringing in on our children. Kind of man, I suppose that touch a little girl that talk about, "Oh yeah, grow a breast." That's not your business. Go and go touch big woman slippers. You understand what I mean? Stop touching children. What's wrong with y'all? Quit interfering with the children. Let the children live. Let the children grow. Let the children maintain their innocence. Stop taking away the innocence of the children. I'm gonna care if you're a man and you want to be with the same gender as yourself. I don't care whether that is what you want. If that is what you want, go ahead and find you a grown man. But stop interfering with the children. Mothers, pay attention to what's going on with your little girls and your little boys. Pay attention, because brothers are doing it. Fathers, stepfathers, cousins, uncles. What it is that causes men to have such insatiable desire for children, I don't know. Is it the promise of the innocence taken? Is that what it is? I don't know. But men, you all need to stop it. Or else jail are going to pull up. Because people are stopped from hide funeral. Jail is going to be full to the brim. Because a lot of you all are going to go to prison for interfering with children. Royalty said the biggest predator most people have in their lives are the ones they lay with. Oh, yes, royalty. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Carrying this man, and the man, just big, dirty, and nasty. Yes. The man come in and him say, "Oh, baby, I'm going to make a drink for me and you. You poor, you didn't know, say." The man put something in the drink to make sure, say, you go sleep. And as soon as you drop asleep, you go having way with your daughter. Can you imagine? Oh my God, can you all imagine? Ain't that something? Kizzy, good night, Kizzy. Welcome into the chat, Kizzy. I appreciate you, Kizzy. I want to say thank you so much for coming, Kizzy. Kizzy, me just come from work and I wasn't able to go do my little run. I have to go run tomorrow to do my exercise. I can't run up and down the stairs tomorrow because variety is the spice of life. So I have to go probably run outside. But whatever the case is, Kizzy, good night. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you. Where I talk about my art, for you know, like my art. I'm my Auntie Monica art. Yes. This is my Auntie Monica art. Oh, Kizzy, you just done exercise, so you probably just done pores. So you just done pour something to, oh my God. What do you mean by who chasing me? Did you... Royalty, did you see my shorts channel? My shorts channel has me running. Then if you look at it, you will see who chasing me. It named Trevesen's TV shorts. So go look at it and tell me. Yeah, it named Trevesen's TV shorts. If you go look at it, you will see who running after me. Kizzy a run me down. Kizzy and Unstoppable a run me down. Oh gosh. But no, tomorrow I'm going to have to run. Me have to go exercise, man. Me have to go jog around the road. Yes, me have to jog around the road and jog come back. What wrong with you? Yes. Because me dep on one little diet, something still. I'm trying. Yes, I'm trying to lose a couple of pounds. The pounds them stiff, you see, brother. Me say the pounds them stiff like a book ram. Have you ever hear your grandmother say that? Me say the pounds them stiff like book ram. I'm not lying. The pounds them stiff come off, man. No, I'm not going to let them catch me. Nobody go and catch me. You might the pound them stiff, so I have to do extra things to get rid of the pound them. I'm gonna have to run, and run some more. Yes. So tomorrow I have to go videotape myself running up and down. Royalty, so what is going on in America? You know, say I don't know. I do not know what is going on in America. I don't know. Maybe somebody in Jamaica forgot to tell me what's going on in America because I don't know. All kinds of craziness going on here. All kinds of nonsense. All kinds of things going on here. There was a storm the other day, 2 days ago. The storm destroyed over there in Louisiana. And it came on the same day as Katrina had come 16 years ago. And it mashed up and it destroyed over Louisiana. Then, what else is happening in America? They are talking about the pullout from Afghanistan, where we have pulled out. And I saw a picture today. Okay, Kizzy, no problem. I saw a picture today of Afghanistan military dressed in US gear, because I guess the US military ran away and left a lot of gear and equipment and stuff over there. So they have just enriched the Taliban. Ah boy, so now they have uniform and equipment and all those things to use to create terror on their people and anybody who stand in their way. Anybody heard from Duane? Yeah, Duane, okay, because whose chat I was on earlier? I was on somebody's chat earlier and I saw him there. Yeah, he's okay. He is perfect. He's just fine. All right. So that's what we're talking about now, guys. And that's what we have been talking about over the last, say, 2 weeks, because of the situation that came up with that fellow who it's come out that he has been molesting little boys. Master, if a boys you want, man, if a boys you want, go get grown men. Leave the little boys alone and let them live in peace. Leave them alone, let them live in peace. Let them grow. You understand? Don't be messing with the children. Leave the children alone. Okay? All right. That is what I have to say on that. Is there anybody here wanna? The link is in the chat, guys. The link is in the chat. All right. Anybody wants to come? If nobody wants to come, then we are going to. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna go to bed. my precious is wanting me. And so because my precious is wanting me, I have to should be around kids without other adults. Shouldn't be around kids without other adults. Yes. Should not be around kids. Yes, that's why I say the first step is that all adults control themselves. And if you know that you cannot control your emotions, your desire for children, then you need to not be around them. You need to not be around children and practice yourself not to be around children because you will not be able to control yourself. Yes, Thomas, I totally agree. But anyway, guys, I see 10 million of you in the house. If you have not yet hit the like button, guys, hit the like button. But for right now, my precious is standing by the door. And you know when she's standing by the door, what she means? She means business. She means business. So she needs me. She needs me. All right, guys. Good night. So I'm gonna say good night to you all. Me I go run tomorrow. Nobody can catch me. Royalty. Them can't catch me. They can't catch me. I'm gonna run. So Topas, thank you all so much for coming into the chat. Topas and Young Royalty and my friend Ivani, my friend Kizzy, all my friends. Who else was here? Lorraine, Yard Food, Silver. Who else was here? Chef Roger was here as well. The dear Desireen was in the place, and Wells, the lovely tappers in the house. Vanny, Lorraine, me and Lorraine are Siamese twins. Yes, Lorraine is my Siamese twin. The lovely Keisha Cole in the house. Keisha Cole don't rap because she don't leave her daughter nowhere where she go. The sweet Mitchie Boo was in the house as well. And who else was in the house? I hope I didn't forget anybody. There were lots of people in the house. I hope I didn't forget anybody. And if I did, it is not intentional, guys. Keisha, Michibu. If I did forget you, Mickey laugh. Mickey was in the house. Mickey always make me laugh. Mickey always make me laugh. Willow's Kitchen, Yard Foods, everybody was in the house. Thank you so much, guys, for coming. Thank you so much for staying on the live. Thank you for those of you who commented, those of you who liked, those of you who shared the chat. I want to say thank you. I appreciate it very much. And so, guys, with that being said, I'm going to head out for tonight. I'm going to go take care of my precious. And we are going to get back here tomorrow, have another discussion, another topic, and we are going to have some good camaraderie over here again on Trebescence Unstoppable TV. Thank you all so much for coming. Be safe, guys. Stay safe. Be safe, stay safe. And don't forget to take good care of yourselves and each other. And to leave, guys, I'm going to give you my little I Am an Auntie. I don't know how many of you here remember that song. Well, I'm wearing my broad hat. I have an auntie Monica. And when she goes shopping, her hat is swaying so, and so her hat is swaying. Her hat is swaying so, and so her hat is swaying. Her hat is swaying so, and I have an auntie Monica. And when she goes shopping, her fan is swaying so, and so her fan is swaying. Her fan is swaying so, and so her fan is swaying. Her fan is swaying so. Okay, guys, I'm leaving you with that one. So go ahead, guys, and have a fantastic evening. Have a fantastic rest of the evening. And we will talk again some other time tomorrow. All right? Bye, guys.